Hey everyone, Random Randy here. This is going to be an unboxing video, but it's not going to be for any yarny stuff. It is going to be for some soap making supplies from the company Bramble. If you don't know, aside from Fiber Arts, which I am happily enslaved to, I dabble in pretty much every craft with the exception of paper crafting, and that's a rabbit hole I don't want to fall down. So no. There's plenty of people who do that. I know I've always said, oh, I'm not going to do this thing, and then 2 seconds later I'm neck deep in it, but that's something I'm not going to get into for the time being. We'll put it that way. No paper crafting for now. Anyway, soap making. A few years ago, really got into cold processed soap making and handmade beauty products and whatnot because I like to do things as natural as possible. Atticus, if you knock that tripod down, so help you, cat. I love you, buddy. Don't do it. You may see my 2 resident felines make appearances. It is the kitty witching hour. This gray fuzz that you can see here is the backside of Una, my fluffy gray and white kitty who had herself a scare earlier today. She got her claws caught in the back of the couch and kind of freaked out about it, so I saved her and all is right with the world, but she's exhausted from the experience. And the orange cat is Atticus, if you see him run through, or if you hear me yell at him, which occurs more than I like to admit, but whatever. Anyway, soap. Rambling. So the soap stuff. I was cleaning a bunch of stuff the other day and getting things organized because that's what you do at the end of the year, right? You try and figure out what you're going into the new year with, and I discovered all of my fragrance oils and essential oils that I have. I use essential oils for massage that I do currently only with friends and family because I'm still not certified yet, although bonus, I'm finally done with classes. I just have a few more tests and a few more clinic hours and then my final state board exam, and yay, a piece of paper that says I can finally get paid. But I use essential oils for that, and I also use it for the face wash and body scrubs that I make for myself. But I do still have a bunch of regular fragrance oils that I used to use when I made cold processed soap, which is a whole big process, and cold processed soap is a big process. It's very much chemistry driven, and everything has to be just the right temperature, and if you mix certain types of oil with certain types of fats and bases, then everything can seize and the whole batch can become absolute garbage, and you have to shave it and melt it in a crock pot, and then it just looks like junk. And rebatching soap is not my favorite thing. Can you tell? I can tell. But anyway, so as much as I enjoyed it, you have to use lye, or sodium hydroxide, which is a very dangerous chemical. Like, you have to wear gloves and goggles, and I've had hot lye water splash my skin, and you want to talk about ow? You don't know ow until you've had that kind of a chemical burn. And I had 2 natural childbirths, so for me to say it hurts, trust me when I say ow. Yeah, so what I got to use up the fragrance oils and colorants that I still have was some melt and pour soap bases, which, yes, it's still hot, so obviously don't just let your little kids run around and do this unattended without adult supervision. But with 2 cats who have no manners when it comes to staying off of countertops and tabletops, I would rather not risk one of them getting seriously hurt by lye and just have the melt and pour stuff. So I placed an order with Bramble, which is, unbeknownst to me, a Washington-based company. If you've ever seen the Bramble YouTube channel or Soap Queen TV, they're all based in Washington, which I did not know. I'd heard the name before, but they're actually in Bellingham, which is not super duper far away. meh. It's a decent drive. It makes me wonder though if they have like an in-person store, if things ever get back to normal where we can just go shopping. Maybe I'll have to go look in person, although that could be dangerous. I might not want to do that. Anyway, so I placed an order with them and it got here fairly quickly, probably because I live right in Washington. I placed it just before New Year's, so I knew it was gonna wait until Monday to ship, and today is Tuesday and it's here, so yeah. Aside from just cutting open the tape on the box, I haven't done anything with it yet, so that you all could see the packaging and whatnot if anybody is into soaping or bath and body supply things. So it's got my invoice in the top. It's got a little flyer talking about people who donated soap for all kinds of charity things. It's got these really pretty little pictures of stuff here. Really cool. I got a lot of stuff that was on sale because they had like end of the year clearance and whatnot. So I got a few fragrance oils in trial sizes, which, wow, that's quite a bit. I'm just gonna look through here carefully because these are just kind of, this is good packing stuff, but the bottles are just kind of dispersed through here. I think I just got the 4 samples and I can smell one of them already, and the fact that I can smell one of them tells me that something may have leaked, and that is not cool. We will see though. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Cause yeah, I got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So I got 4 of the sample sizes. I got Lush Succulent, Frosted Fir, Pacific Pearl, and Kentucky Bourbon. The bourbon is something that I plan to use with a leather scent that I already have. And I also have tobacco and dirt. And if you're wondering what all of those things combined could possibly come out to be, so at the Sterling Renaissance Festival back home in New York, where I'm from, there was a shop that had tons and tons of bars of soap and handmade lotions, and it was called The Handmaiden's Garden. And they had this soap that was a more masculine scent, and it was called Beggar's Blend. And you'd look at the smell, the types of things in it, and the notes in it were things like tobacco and leather and some foresty smell. I can't remember if it was balsam or pine or fir or something like that. And it smelled amazing. It was like, oh, this is what men should all smell like. Maybe that's just because I grew up out in the woods. Who knows? But it was amazing, and I want to try to replicate something similar to that scent because it was glorious. Glorious. Anyway, all right, so those are the trial size ones. Then I got the Celestial Fragrance Collection, which I believe these are bigger ones. Let me see here. Yes. Oh, wow, those are huge. All right. Comes with a little flyer thingy, and it has the descriptions on the back: Galactic Skies, Dark Crystal, Moonchild, and Night Violet. And these are 1 3/4 ounce bottles, so these are sizable fragrance, sizable for fragrance oil. Looking forward to getting to properly sniff those later. But that is packaged individually. And this is one of their older fragrance collections, I guess, that they may not carry anymore. So it sounded like something I might need in my life. All right, other things. Getting all the little things together here. Are those the only ones of those that I got? 4 of them. Green, 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 purple, purple. All right, there it is. So I got these, which are a melt and pour soap base. Can take a mica colorant, but it also tends to work better with these blocks. So I got one that is Kelly Green, Merlot, which is a burgundy reddish purple, Green Chrome, which is more of a metallic green, and Queen's Purple, which is kind of a metallic amethysty purple. And I got this Eco Glitter sampler for adding shimmer to it, and it has several different shades, and wow, they super packaged this because they didn't want the glitter explosion to occur. But there's 4 different types of glitter, and these are plant-based glitters. So these are biodegradable. They are safe to be in cosmetics and whatnot. It's not microplastics that are gonna gum up the ocean and all that stuff that nobody wants. All right, and then I think everything else in here is molds and the soap bases. So let me get to the molds here. So I got a basic little square rigid mold, which has the extra support on the side so it doesn't bow out, so that you can just make like a test loaf and then chop off, I think, 3 or 4 equal sized bars in this for when you're checking fragrance blends and colors and whatnot. Got this, which I don't know if you'll be able to see the shape or not. I know it looks kind of weird, but this is a textured mold for making raspberries. But I figured since they are so similar, with me wanting to duplicate Beggar's Blend, I might be able to make these with some of the brown colorant I have and make them look like pine cones for adding to the more masculine soap. We will see. Something to try. Got this one, which is a rose-shaped mold. There's 4 of those. And these bigger molds, aside from using them for any soap bases, honestly, you can also use them for bath bombs, which I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of wanna, I kind of don't wanna. This is a mold that is shaped like succulents, which is why I got the Lush Succulent scent. This is a column mold for making embeds in soap. I don't know if I can click it together while it's still in the package here. Maybe on this side. No, of course not. It's on the other side. All right, let's see. Extract. All right, so it makes a little crescent moon shape, and it makes it in this big, long tube, and then you slice off pieces of it, and you put it inside your other soap as it's solidifying, and then you get these cute little moon shapes within it. And yes, I'm going for pretty much everything kind of galaxy, spacey, crystal themed. It fits with my branding for my massage business. So yeah. And I got this mold finally, which is a 12 bar silicone mold. Because some things you can make in just a big loaf and then chop them like this, but I figured if I wanted to do more individualized things, that this would be good for like testing swirls and such, because I haven't really done that with melt and pour soap before. So that'll be different. And then the only things left are the bases. And I got 2 pounds of an aloe vera blend. Did I get 2 or 3 of that? I got 2. 2 pounds of an aloe vera melt and pour base. 1 pound of a shaving soap base. weird that they mixed these like they did. Got 2 pounds of a goat's milk base and 2 pounds of a shea butter melt and pour base. And that is pretty much it for the unboxing. That is all of the stuff that I got. It was kind of funny because a friend of mine who also lives here in Washington also does soap stuff and also writes. Can you tell why we're friends? But she said that the shipping for them was a little bit high, and I was like, but it's by weight though, right? So what do you expect? Especially if you're ordering heavy stuff. I mean, there's 7 pounds of soap here. And when I went to check out, the sales tax for Washington actually ended up costing more than the shipping. So the price actually wasn't bad, pre-tax and pre-shipping. Even with the shipping, it wasn't that bad. But then adding the tax on top of it, I was like, it'll be worth it though. It'll be fine. Everything is fine. 2021 is going to be the great decluttering. And this box of small stuff is going to help me get rid of like 2 other boxes of stuff. So, worth it. God, I'm looking forward to sniffing these so much. So, I know that this isn't the usual type of unboxing of stuff that I do, but if you are interested in making soap or your own body products or body products to sell, I would say check them out. I am super pleased. I actually had a bit of a kerfuffle when I ordered. I had created an account and signed in, but when I went to pay, for whatever reason, there was some sort of a glitch in the system and it logged me out. So it did place my order, but then I didn't get a confirmation aside from the one from PayPal, and I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Did I really just dump this much money and now it's gonna try and say that I didn't buy it? Like, what's going on? So I just sent an email saying, here's my order number. I just wanted to make sure it got to you guys, make sure I get tracking when it gets sent. They were like, oh yeah, it did. It went through this email, which was my PayPal email, not the email I had signed up to the site with. So, but it worked out and they gave me a tracking number and everything was fine. I mean, they responded within maybe an hour or 2 of me sending an email. So their customer service is top notch, on point. Would definitely recommend it, especially if you're like me and you're thinking, I'm spending all this money, it better be worth it. So thank you so much everybody for watching. If you are interested in seeing just the process when I do finally get to make this stuff into soap, which will probably be this weekend when the boys aren't here and they're with their dad, let me know down in the comments section, and I guess I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Bye.